What's up, vlog? It's Burn Dog here, and this episode is all about learning to angle fly. Part 2. So I had the opportunity to jump with Jason Russell of Skydive Chicago, multiple world record holder. The man has over 15,000 skydives, and I cannot recommend him enough as a coach. Let's get to the footage. Great couple of jumps. I'm getting better. These jumps were super cool, super fun. The man is a sky ninja like you wouldn't believe. He really made me look good in this video, so check it out.
Okay, so exiting the plane was nice. Like, you're into an angle fly position pretty much right as we leave. As much as you could, if you could have been looking at me the whole time, that would have been slightly better. But you picked me up pretty quickly, and you're in an angle fly position pretty quickly. So good work there. And then instead of a right turn under the plane, I took a left-hand turn. So this looks like a really nice body position to me. You changed your head angle right there to accommodate a little bit more down, which is what I was doing. You straightened into a flat track kind of position. You got a little bit ahead of me, and a little bit of space is created. So there was a couple times I asked you to come towards me. How are you affecting that change? Like, do you know what you're doing to, like?
Yeah, I was kind of just sticking my right side out a little bit.
Okay. So imagine, I like to think of it as an airplane.
Yeah.
And if an airplane banks from one side to the other, one wingtip drops and the other raises, right? And it curves around. So if you think of ruddering with your shoulders, your arms are back here, but if you dip one shoulder, the other one is gonna go up, and then you're doing basically the same mechanics.
Yeah, I saw you point at my shoulder, so I kind of dipped in and felt that.
So you do cover ground here, but it's a little bit slow. And if there was, obviously if there's a group and we're all going in the same direction, you'd like to stay with it a little bit quicker. So if we go on another jump, I might make some more changes back and just sliding back and forth. And if you can try and just stay on my shoulder in a little bit closer proximity. Okay, so again, I don't know if you're looking at me here. And I'm giving you signals, but the only way you're going to get that is if you're seeing me. So if you're in a bigger group, you probably, hopefully, the movements or the mechanics that are going on in your body are somewhat secondary, that even if they require some thought process, that you're able to maintain your focus on the leader. Because generally, I mean, when I lead with bigger groups, it usually starts with a straight line, a single fall rate, a single downward speed, a forward speed. All of it remains the same throughout the jump. And only after I've jumped with people two or three successful straight line single fall rate jumps do I start modifying that, because as soon as you start making those changes, it usually gets to be kind of a junk show. But if you're not looking at me, you're going to miss the change. So as much as you can, eye contact there. And then again, this is a good body position. I gave you a bend leg signal there, and I kind of brought my knees up to show you what I meant. But if you start bending your legs here, to me doesn't mean bringing your feet closer to your butt. It bringing your knees closer to your chest, so that the wind hits the top of your thigh, and that acts as a brake, because now you're out in front of me. So I don't know if you've seen this picture, but I think it's worth seeing that if there's a leader and we're all flying head down, we've got head levels between the two of us, right? And if there were a third person here, they're also on head level. If we take that picture and move it so that the belly flyer is here and the back flyer is here, we're still on head level, right? Yeah, so if I'm the leader in the center, the back flyer is a little bit behind and a little bit below. And the belly flyer that are following me are a little bit above and a little bit in front to maintain that same head level idea. If you're doing this and you're the belly fly person and you're with me on level, as far as like there's a line between us and you're not out front and above, then the angle changes are going to leave you behind. So try to think about rotating the whole picture so that we're still head level this way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're a back flyer, you should be looking back here for the leader, right? They're a little bit above and a little bit in front. And if you're the belly flyer, you're looking maybe through your hand, through your three rings, through your shoulder. They're back here and you're a little bit higher than they are. And if we had 3 lines of people, so there's the leader, 2 people on either side as a 4-way belly, and 2 people on either side as a 4-way back, those lines are here somewhere and there's a head level coming through here, okay? So with that idea in mind, you're okay that you're a little bit in front of me, but you'd want to be a little bit higher than you are right now. Okay, so the rudder. It actually looks like, I don't know if it's just the GoPro, but it looks like you dig your left knee down a little bit to make it to me, and I'm not sure if that was something conscious or if that's just the way it looks in the camera. I was hoping that you would come over and take a dock. I knew we didn't talk about it beforehand, but just to see how close you can get.
Yeah.
And especially as it's a small group, man, try that stuff. You know, come and tap me on the shoulder or tap me on the head and then move into above and in front. When the group gets bigger, you don't always have those opportunities. Cool. There's the bent leg signal. So your legs are a little straighter, you're getting out in front of me. There, you kind of did it. It was just a smaller response than what I showed you. But right here, hopefully it makes sense that if you bring your knees so that your upper leg is perpendicular to your torso, that's going to be a strong brake.
Okay.
And bring you back into position. Cool, getting there. And then this is break off. Okay, so for break off, that is a nice initiation. You went almost the same direction as me and then started to peel off. But here, you kind of stop angle changing, and I'm going straight. There's your barrel roll. Ideally, as you barrel roll,
That's terrible.
That's okay, man. It starts somewhere. But ideally, your tracking position wouldn't really change. You'd initiate a barrel roll, and then your hips would go away from the earth to keep you moving in a straight line and flat, and then your hips would go away from the earth when you're back to your belly. A slightly de-arched position as you continue. But a little bit more of a 90, like you made it to somewhere between 30 and 45 degrees away from my line, and more of a 90 as it's just us gives us the most horizontal separation.
All right, let's end the video there so it doesn't get too long. Thanks again to Jason for taking the time to do such a detailed debrief of the jump. I learned a ton. I hope you learned something too. We did another jump, so stay tuned for Learning to Angle Fly Part 3. If you liked the video, you hated it, you got questions, hit me up in the comments below. If you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I love you guys and gals. I'll see you back in the sky sometime soon.